Good morning, YouTube. I hope everybody out there in YouTube land is absolutely fine and dandy. So it's a Friday morning here, and I am out with my better half, Hazel, and we are off for a bit of a day in London. Now, it's not all pleasure. Some of it's. Hello, Willow. How are you? Good.
No kids.
It's.
Woo! No kids. Woo!
Do that in a minute. Do that in a, save that. Do that in a minute. So yes, it's not all pleasure. It's a little bit of well, it's something for Hazel. Hazel had laser eye treatment some months ago, and yeah, she's got perfect eyesight now. And I know you're going to Nanny's, and so that was Fox telling me that he's going to Nanny's, as if I didn't know. So anyway, we're off to Moorfields Eye Clinic in London so that Hazel can have her check-up to make sure that everything is fine and dandy. Yes, we're off to London. And then after that, we're going to have a mooch about and we're going to see what we can see. I've got half an inkling that I want to go... Not half an inkling, I've got a full inkling. In fact, I'm shaking with excitement because I want to go and see... I want to go to see some comic book shops up there. And Forbidden Planet is the one that I really want to go to. Best comic book shop in the world. And I can't wait to get in there and have a look. Although I don't think you're allowed to film in there. So we're just going to have to play it by ear and see what transpires. I'll try and get some sneaky footage in there on my phone. Which is over... Well, what am I saying? Over there. You can't see it. And then what I will do is I will try and see if I can get some sneaky footage and upload it to YouTube. Naughty, naughty, naughty. Anyway, Hazel has got something to tell you. Right, Hazel, have you got something to tell the lovely people of YouTube, my friends?
No kids, no kids, no kids,
Woo!
no
No kids,
kids,
eh? There you go.
So
I think it's kind of fair to say that Hazel's a little bit excited.
Oh, so excited.
Very, you can hear in the background, very excited. She's more than a tad excited. In fact, I'm a bit worried that she's going to just explode on me. She's that excited. So, yeah, a day out, no children, up London. Not a great lover of London. But unfortunately, if you want to get anything half decent, sometimes you need to go in there. I'm not just saying London's got stuff that's half decent. I mean cities that are close to or nearby where you live. So, yeah. I'm not a big lover of cities, as you know. There are only a couple of cities I like, York being one of them. Yeah, that's about it, really. Well, there are a couple. But, yeah, that's about it, really. But I'm not one for metropolises. Metropolis? I'm not one for the metropolis. I don't even know if metropolises is a word. Is that a word, Hazel? Metropolises?
Metropoli, maybe.
Metropoli. Metropoli, yes. I'm not one for metropoli. So, or metropolises, but I'm not one for either of those, so yeah, we shall see. Willow, if you keep insisting on sticking your fingers above my head to try and make me look a fool, let me just tell you, nature beat you to it. I already look an oaf. There goes my iPad. Right, okay, so enough now. I'm going to turn this off. We're going to get underway. Speak to you soon. Catch you on the flip side. Bye. We've got a big day out. We've got a big day out. Big day out because we haven't got the children. I do look like a train spotter. Oh, which one? Which one? Right, let's go on this one.
Alright, thank you.
Oh, alright, it fell over.
Yeah, you see, you're right there. I was going to say, I won't catch it.
I wouldn't blame you. Are you alright there, Hazel? Are you looking forward to our day out without the children?
It's sort of because I ran a really long way.
Oh, that's it. Boast to everybody you're a runner. Did you know she's a runner? She hardly mentions that she's a runner.
Half marathon. Did you all know that?
She's training for half a marathon.
For that though, I am looking for sponsorship for going off the Northampton lift out.
You've asked, but they.
No one.
You've asked, but nobody's listening.
You're all rubbish.
Are you all right there? Oh, anyway, forget that. Are you having a good day out so far?
There's no kids.
In the last 10 minutes that we haven't had the children?
There's no kids. It's the best day ever.
Sounds perfect. Right. Come
Although I'm
on.
shocked at the price of the trains.
They are expensive, horrendously expensive.
Take over 20 quid
20
to get from here to Old Street.
Yeah, 25 quid, roughly 25 quid.
For both of us.
Blimey.
We can always straight after that.
That's each station we stop is 25 quid.
Yeah.
Not really, not each station. It's right. Okay, let's get this show on the road. Let's have a day of fun.
Can you turn it off now, please?
No.
Are you video me or are you?
I just really see how long it takes you to feel really awkward.
Already awkward now. Turn it off, please.
So as you can see, I'm on the train and waiting for the train to leave the station. No, nothing yet. Oh, hang on. We should be on the way pretty soon. I'm bloody so excited about this. And it's sad. Things I took for granted 8 years ago, all of a sudden, silly little things like this, having a day on your own, going out on your own, all of a sudden become a magical mystery day. And not only going on my own, but also going to a comic book shop. Just superb. Oh, we're popping to We're popping to Covent Garden as well, aren't we? Hello.
What?
We are popping over to Covent Garden.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
we're popping over to Covent Garden as well, so we might get some footage there. But there's not much battery in this camera. Unfortunately, I thought there was more than there is, but there's not. So I might have to change over to the phone at some point. But this is about the extent of our social interactions now. Hazel, one coffee, hot chocolate in one hand, phone in the other. I think this is how we've got for our marriage. So easily and for so long, it's like denial of the other person's existence and actually communicating through these kind of devices. And people say that's not healthy. I don't know, what are they thinking? We're on the way, we're on the train, we're going. Of course, a big part of the exciting day for me has been on the train as well. You guys know that, don't you? You know how sad I am about trains. So I'm really excited. I'm on the train. I'm like a 5-year-old. Hazel, it's just dawned on me, I'm like a 5-year-old.
You're like a 5-year-old.
Not only am I super excited about being on a train and going into, well, not going to London so much, but just being on the train, but I'm also super excited about going to a comic book shop. It's like my mum has promised me the best day out ever, and I am exploiting it. So, this is amazing.
Your battery cables are coming.
I love a train. And, do you know what? I've just got to talk Hazel into letting me have a model one.
No,
comments, guys. Danny needs a model train. Hashtag Danny needs a model train in the comments, please. Thank you. Apparently my battery cables are coming today, so that's good from the leisure battery from my van. It's for Kez. So hopefully all systems go. Speak to you when we're in the city. Trains. Brilliant. Street. Right, no, I'm just going to stop now. I do want to get a bit more footage. Here. Bloody busy here, isn't it? This is why I don't like the city. Why I don't. Hello. You're right. Well, I don't like the city, guys. It's so busy. Yeah, in the city now. Horrible, bustling place. Everybody walking into you. Nobody acknowledging you. Absolute crap hole. And this is why I can't stand cities, or this particular one. Never really been a big lover of London. On our way to the eye hospital now, obviously. I'll show you this, guys. I don't know if it's showing up on the camera. But if you look at that line there, because obviously it's a sight hospital and people obviously suffer with bad eyesight and what have you that come here, obviously. And these lines are to help them find their way. They go right through from the station, and as you saw, the luminous ones as you go right into the doorway. That's pretty cool, I think. Very cool. So we're off now to the private bit, apparently. I don't know. So I'm sitting in Moorfields Eye Hospital now, waiting with Hazel for an appointment, and I've just been to the bathroom. I know what you're thinking, Dan, that's far, far too much information for us, especially us of a delicate nature. But what I was thinking of, what do you, now let me run this by you, see what you think. Hazel, see what you think as well. I was thinking of toilet vlogs.
No.
So I was going to call it vlogging while you're bogging.
No.
What do you think?
No.
Either vlog on the bog or vlogging while you're bogging. I don't know. What do you think?
No.
I think it's a good idea. I think I might run with it. What do you think, guys?
No.
Let me know in the comments. Hazel says it's a winner, don't you, Hazel?
You could measure all the things that are in there, and you know.
Well, maybe not all
Weigh
of them.
yourself before and after.
Maybe not all of them.
No.
No. So you think it's a winner then?
No. It's a stupid idea.
Yes, and it's the best idea
of
ever. And I have some stupid ideas. She's probably right. It is probably one of my more stupid ideas. But you know what? Sometimes these insane ideas absolutely work. So we're here now, obviously. We're in Moorfields. We're just waiting for Hazel to see her surgeon, professor, whatever the man is. And when we're done here, we're going to go out. We're going to go over to an American diner across the road, have something to eat, because neither of us had any breakfast. Not that I could, yeah, all right, fair enough. I could do with skipping a few meals. I know this. But we haven't had anything to eat. We're a bit hungry, and on top of that, we're going to go to the American diner. We promised we'd go there ourselves. We'd go there a couple of times before, but we never had the opportunity because we always had to get back for the kids. But that is not a problem today. So what we're going to do, we're going to go there, and then after that, we're on our way to Covent Garden, and then to comic book shops. Speak to you in a bit. So the reason we're at Moorfields Eye Hospital is because about 6-8 weeks ago, Hazel had some laser eye surgery because her eyesight's been awful all of her life, or certainly as long as she can remember. So she had eye surgery, and this is just a follow-up to make sure that everything meets their standards and that she's okay and happy with the procedure that she had. And it's just a lot of check-up really. It's nothing bad, but it was quite amazing really, because when we turned up and she needed it, I envisaged, ages, but she was literally a quarter of an hour inside getting the eyes done. Then she was out, and that was it. It was all good. In fact, this checkup now seems to be taking infinitely longer than the initial procedure. So I don't know what that's all about. I guess they've got to be thorough. They've got to be on top of their game. So yeah, once this is done, as I said earlier, we'll be going across the road to the American diner stroke restaurant and partaking in some sustenance there. Last time we were there, they had some amazing pancakes with syrup on them. I'd ordered something else, and then I got food envy, as did Hazel. And what we did in the end is we both finished our food and then looked at the other people, looked at the girls that had the pancakes and syrup greedily. So we're going to order that today. I'll be able to guarantee you that as soon as we order that and somebody orders something else, we're going to get the old green-eyed monster's going to raise its head again, and we're going to get food envy of them. So anyway, we'll try and do our best to keep things under wraps. And then once we're done there, we are off to Covent Garden, and then hopefully definitely Forbidden Planet, the comic book stock shop. So that'll be good. See ya when we've left Moorfields. Of course I'm coming in. And we are out of here.
Yeah, we are.
17 and a half hours we had to wait. Not really. We're in about an hour or so.
Starving.
We are hungry. We're off
pancakes.
to Pancake City now.
Yeah, I want my pancakes.
Yeah. See ya in the American diner stroke restaurant too. Won't we? Hazel's going in there. Boondocks. What? Did you just say we're too late for the pancakes? Yeah, well, that'll soon change when they know who I am. Well, apparently they don't do pancakes only during the weekend, which makes sense because that's when we were here last time. But what devastating blow it is to us. We were looking forward to pancakes since we booked this appointment again. Well, for months really, because we promised the next time we'd be coming back here we would definitely do a pancake day. No pancakes, so we're going to have to see what else they got on the menu. They've got a blues burger here, which is quite fitting because I'm feeling rather blue at the moment, not having any pancakes, but we'll see. Anyway, we'll see what Hazel has to say. Hazel, what do you think? Hang on. Is that it? Is that what you think? Is it? You're not happy? Is it a pancakeless day? No. Have you got your eyes on anything else? Oh well. Silent treatment, guys. I'm ever so sorry about that. Look at that. That's depressing. So sad. Well, that's me completely stuffed. Hazel as well. So what we're going to do now? We are on our way to. We're on our way to the Forbidden Planet comic book shop. So that should be good. We couldn't have what we wanted. We were pancakeless, as it were. So what we did, we decided to go for a southern delicacy or southern meal. So it's kind of fried chicken, mashed potatoes, biscuits, and sweet corn with a lovely gravy. So we just had that, and I had a cup of coffee and a pint of Budweiser. So I'm absolutely stuffed. So we're going to crack on now and see what we can see. And now we're going to Forbidden Planet. I can't wait for this, guys. Don't tell Hazel, but this is really what I've been looking forward to all day. So it's going to be pretty cool. Speak to you soon. Hello. Hello. Let's get out. Let's get away. Okay guys, I'm on the underground now. I've never felt more like an ant or a sheep as much as I feel on this British or the London Underground. It's awful. Packed in like sardines. It's just horrible. Why on earth people pay millions to live in this city? That's beyond me, it really is. I was on the train, but I couldn't really get it out because it was too noisy, too clustered. I felt like an ant, or I felt like a salmon. Everything was going against me on there. Everything was going against everybody on there. But it's just too claustrophobic. Now, I was born and brought up in London, but I couldn't wait. I spent all my time waiting to get away from it. And as I was saying, I don't really understand why people spend millions and millions and millions to buy property here. It's beyond me. I suppose they've got their reasons, but why? Why? I don't think it's a better quality of life. I think it's a crap way of living. And as I say, it's why I couldn't wait to get out of it. But waiting for the next tube now. And we're at King's Cross St Pancras at the minute. You can probably see it behind me. So we're just going to move on. Here comes the train now.
There's a little mouse down there.
Nice.
Down there on the floor, there's a little mouse. Look.
Little mouse.
Look, a little mouse.
Hello, little mouse.
Not me, down there. Look at him. He's all black because he's all filthy. On the train, little mouse.
Right, here we go.
The next station is Russell Square.
Right guys, we're in Leicester Square at the moment. So we're just about to walk to Shaftesbury Avenue, which is the shop of all shops is going to be, hopefully. Behind me, can't really see it lorrying away, but there's Covent Garden right behind me. We'll be making our way there later. And I will see you all and speak to you all when we get to the shop. Guys, right behind me, Forbidden Planet. This is what I've wanted all day, all week, all month, for quite a while really. And now I've arrived. I'm going to get inside. I don't think they take footage in there. I'm going to try and get some sneaky footage in there, but I think they're pretty hot on it. So we're going to go in there, have a look around, and see what I can find. Speak to you in a minute, guys. See you in a bit. I'm excited. Hi guys, after a successful sojourn into Forbidden Planet, I have come out with a few goodies, to be honest. Much to Hazel's chagrin, she's not very happy about it, but she'll just have to put up with it because I'm the man of the house and what I say doesn't go. Anyway, just come out of Forbidden Planet and we're walking now to Covent Garden. I'll show you the spoils of war in a moment, or in a little bit, maybe later. But as we're getting footage in Forbidden Planet, when they say forbidden, it's absolutely completely forbidden. You couldn't get one single shot off in there because there's staff everywhere. As soon as you go to get a camera out, or as soon as you go to get a phone out, they're on you. They didn't say anything, but they're looking, so they obviously know. They're obviously au fait with that, and they really don't want people to do it. So they jump straight on you. It's almost like they're trained to not worry about the customer and what the customer's looking for, more worried about people grabbing phones or cameras and taking doing photography in there or videoing. So sadly, I'm sorry, I couldn't get anything. In fact, I'm probably lucky to get that shot into the shop from the outside. But obviously they can't do anything to you when you're taking a shot from a public vantage point, which is the pavement, obviously. So we're now on our way to Covent Garden, and when we get there, we're going to have a cup of coffee or tea, sit down, chill a bit, and well, you want to go to Covent Garden, Hazel, didn't you? That was your request, wasn't it? And why? For what, sorry? You don't call the street performer people? Well, would it help if I did a bit of a song and dance?
No.
No?
No.
It wouldn't go down that well?
No.
I've got my cap here, I'll just throw that on the floor. No? You don't think I'll collect anything? Oh well, unfortunately, she may be right. So we're off to Covent Garden, which is that away, and we will see you very shortly. Covent Garden guys just arrived. Let's have a look at this madhouse. Oh, want to cross? Here's a crossing. Where's Hazel gone? Oh, there she is. Hello. I thought you were trying to lose me, dump me in the crowd.
I was saying, do you buy me something pretty from Tiffany's?
Oh yeah, maybe not. Mind you, I can hardly complain after I've spent money in Forbidden Planets. This is just complete madness here. So busy. It's just so busy. To be honest, I'm not liking it very much. I'm a bit out of my depth here. So, obviously street entertainers right behind me. There's just too much going on here. I'm not that happy with it. I'm going to grab a seat there actually and do a bit of videoing of the world going by. Sorry about that guys, I'm now videoing off my phone. See that guy there? He's built like me. When I've got my shirt off, that's what I look like. Yeah, that's what I look like. I'm not silver, I'm very muscly. I'm built like a Greek god. There you go. What's this? Oh, this is street entertainment. Having your photo taken with him. Very cool indeed. Yeah, sorry about that guys. The camera battery went dead like I expected it to. I got more out of it than I thought actually. So levitating in mid-ear. Don't know what that's all about. It's quite cool. Actually, I do know how they do it because I watched the programme on it once. Actually, I watched a video, or a few videos on YouTube about it. See, there you go. YouTube again, can't get away. There we go. Hey, that's pretty cool. Very good. Look at Hazel's little face. Oh, bless. She doesn't know how he does it. She's thinking this is magic. This is real magic. She believes in like Harry Potter and that sort of rubbish. Anyway. Right, Hazel? We're going through here now. Right, we are done. So we just finished in London. Finally had enough of it. Absolute nightmare. Trying to walk around here, just chock-a-block with people, as is to be expected of the metropolis known as London. So we're on our way back home now. I'll be honest with you guys, I don't know how good this vlog's going to be because I can't even think straight when I'm in that sort of pressure. And I always pride myself on not stressing or suffering from stress, but with that amount of people in that, and that's a big area, but all condensed into small sort of populaces, I really find it hard to think and configure things in my head because I'm just stressed out all the time and people are walking into you. There's no communication between people. It's like a pinball. You feel like a pinball when you're there. So anyway, we're on our way home now. I'm very happy about that. I'm very happy I got into Forbidden Planet. Hazel's very happy because she finally had her eyes sorted, and that's A1, so that's brilliant. And yeah, I will speak to you a little later and I will probably, if I get the opportunity, well I will, I'll show you what I got from Forbidden Planet, and I'll call that the end of the vlog then. But for now, this is the end of the vlog, going into the city, going home. So speak to you soon.